Take two, because I clicked on the wrong screen. All right, today's this one's about adenosine triphosphate, most commonly known as ATP. So let's draw this out. Hopefully, you're taking notes with me. ATP is a nucleotide, so it has a phosphate, sugar, and a nitrogenous base. Now I'm going to draw this flipped around the way we normally draw it because thing that makes ATP different is that it has three phosphates. Okay, so in chemistry, when you have three of something, we use tri to tri means three in chemistry. All right, a couple things that's important to know here is that bonds. Well, let's just talk about this one here. The way ATP works is the third phosphate, and the bond that holds the third phosphate is very unstable. So add that to your notes. That bond specifically. Now, all the other ones can be broken, but this one can be broken the easierest, whatever that word proper is, most easily. There you go. Now, the other thing you should know is that bonds store chemical energy. Right? Chemical energy, you're very likely to see that on your keystones. So when you see that word, it just means energy in the form of the bonds in chemicals. All molecules have chemical energy. There's chemical energy in that bond. There's chemical energy in there, and then they're stored in there and there. So, but the most common thing you'll have to know is that it's the bond holding the third phosphate is the most unstable. So what happens is when this bond breaks, when that bond breaks, that phosphate, all right, is going to transfer the energy that was in ATP to a different molecule. All right, it does this to all kinds of molecules, and this is how ATP provides energy for cells in the body. All right, let's take a look at an example. Okay, what did I just draw? It's carbohydrate. Okay, this is let's just say this is glucose. All right, we know it's a carbohydrate because it's ring shaped. And glucose is used in cellular respiration. And the first stage is called glycolysis, and that's where glucose is broken down. Anyway, in that process, ATP is going to give glucose or transfer glucose its energy. All right, let's see how that happens. All right, so all the stuff on the left side of my screen is the before. All right, and then this is what all of this stuff is going to look like after ATP provides energy. Okay, let's see. All right, pause your video and study your screen. See if you can make a couple connections. What just happened? All right, we have before and after. What happened before to after? What is the difference? All right, hopefully you recognize. All right, let me see if I can not click out of here the screen now. Well, hopefully you recognize that the phosphate, do this in a different color, that phosphate got transferred to glucose, right? So it's no longer here, rather it's on the glucose. So that is how that's how ATP transfers energy. So if I were to ask you, which of these molecules gained energy and which of these molecules lost energy in this process, what would you say? Which molecule gained energy? All right, the molecule that gained energy was the glucose, right? So now this is the high energy molecule, all right? Whoops, spell that correctly, high energy. It gained energy, lost by ATP. So now this is low energy, right? So sometimes in biology teachers or textbooks, they'll use this battery analogy where ATP is like a fully charged, analogous to a fully charged battery. Right? So when you put a battery in your car or clock or whatever, right? That battery is going to get drained, but something else is going to use that energy for us. And in this case, right, Glucose is you draining that battery's energy, and it's gaining it right here. And ATP is losing that energy. So now ADP. This is ADP. Let me make that clear. All right. What do you think D stands for? All right. D stands for di. Di means two in chemistry because now there's only two phosphates. All right. Let me clean up some of this stuff. All right. So go ahead. Get some paper, blank paper, and see how far you can teach this to yourself or somebody, and let me know if you have any questions.